What's going on, world Gamester fans? Coming at you for another Dragon Ball video today. We are going to be talking about episode 96. It just aired. It is now in the past. So let's go ahead and get talking about this, shall we? It starts off with 3 Gods of Destructions. We have Universe 1, Universe 8, and Universe 5, and Universe 2 have all come with their Supreme Kais as well as their angels. And they're looking at the stage. They're like, okay, do you think this is going to be good enough? Do you think it'll be sturdy enough? Then you see the Grand Priest saying hello, everyone. And they're asking, he goes, I heard that you're not sure about the stage. He says, would you like to test it out? And then they're like, will we be doing this in front of Zeno? And he says, Zeno and all of them are getting prepared for waiting for the other warriors to arrive. He says, but would you like to test it? He explains to them he's using some type of a mining material that is from Universe 7. So they do say that they are ready, wanting to test it. All the angels and the gods, they go up there. The only god that does not go into this is Universe 12 Jin. The Universe Ivan is in Liqueur as well as Arc. They are one. They kind of go and they kind of tell Arc to come on, and they go amazing. This is the first fight we've actually seen from these two. 3 Gods of Destruction. They literally tear up the stage big time. Like, it's just like a battlefield. They have amazing power. They're going blow for blow. They're keeping up with one another. It was amazing to see all 3 Gods of Destruction fight, because this is the first time we have seen Gods of Destruction fight, and it was amazing just to see that. I loved it. It was great to see something other than just Beerus and Champa fight from these two. It was great to see other ones fight. So we will get to see more Gods of Destruction that are coming very, very soon. And then it moves on back to Universe 7. It shows Frieza. Frieza's looking around. He says, I see some familiar faces. And then you see Vegeta saying, he says, yeah, that halo on your head kind of works for you. Frieza says, he's, I'll give it to you for a present. And then Beerus comes over to Frieza and he tells him, he says, if you do anything out of character, he says, I'm going to make sure you're gonna have to deal with me. He says, well, of course, Beerus. And so Beerus is already putting him in check. Frieza's already pissing off Vegeta and everybody else. Goku says that he'll keep him in check as well. Tien says, are you sure you want to do this? He says, yeah, we need him. Then he says, well, what's the game plan? Supreme Kai says that they have a game plan, that we will listen to it. And Vegeta says, no, we don't need one. All we need to do is see who's the strongest and go after him. And Frieza says, he says, I expect nothing from Vegeta. And then Piccolo and Gohan tell Vegeta, you cannot do that. You have to work together as a team. If we do not do this, the entire universe will be destroyed. Trunks of Bone will no longer exist. So that's the only thing that basically tells Vegeta to calm down. And then Supreme Kai goes over the rules, saying that, okay, this is what we need to do. If you fight 1-on-1, then do 2-on-1, then 2-on-2, or like if it's 2 fighters, do 3 versus 2. And then Goku goes, well, isn't that a little unfair? And then Vegeta goes, we are a proud warrior race, we don't need to do that. And then Piccolo tells Gohan, we need to get them to work together. They are saying to the core, but we need to win this. And Beerus tells them that who gives a crap about doing this, we need to win. Winning is everything. So Whis like, alright, everybody, let's go. Get in the circle, hold hands. And then you see Frieza going, come on. And then Vegeta's like, I gotta hold hands with Frieza? Hell no. And he's like, well, are you that scared of me? He's about ready to punch Vegeta. Vegeta's about ready to punch Frieza out. And then you see Beerus grab Frieza's hand. He tells Vegeta, like, alright, come on. So they tell the Grand Priest they're ready, and then right when that happens, they go to the world of Void, and they're looking at it, and then you see basically what happened is, what was so interesting was, I was going to tell you guys, you see the Gods of Destruction that was doing that, they get stuck repairing what they messed up, because they obviously showed there are some cracks, so the Grand Priest told them to fix it. So they are now having to fix this, since they're the ones that messed it up, and to improve it. So now they're doing that, and Jin, he was laughing because he didn't have to do it. He was just standing there observing, so he did not have to get involved in this. So then you see Goku go, okay, well, what is all this? And 18 goes, you see this? And he goes, yeah, if you fall, you lose. And he says, well, can't we fly? And Vegeta's like, yeah, we can fly, right? And then Goku's like, let me test it out. So he goes up in the air, and it does not last very long. Goku's like, yeah, you can't really go anywhere. And next thing you know, Whis is saying that no, you can't, that everyone is here by what Earth they're on. And then you start seeing other fighters appear, and they're like, they start seeing more and more and more, and then they look, and he's like, hey, well, we didn't have to hold, how come they didn't have to hold hands? And Whis is like, oh, well, we want to look together as a team. And Vegeta's like, ugh. And then next thing you know, you start seeing Universe 6. Frost is like, well, and he sees them, and he sees Frieza. Frieza's like, and then they just start talking off in the corner, and then you see Goku, and he's looking around, he sees Hit, he says, hey, Hit, and you see Champa being like a little kid, he's doing like his eye and then finger out, and tongue, he's being a little child. And then you start seeing more other fighters come, and they're like, whoa, looks like there are a whole bunch of robots. And then 17's looking over where these flying creatures are. He tells Whis how come they can fly. He says because they already have wings to begin with, since Sora like the butterflies on Earth. And he says, okay, fine, that makes sense. Then you see Frieza as well as Frost. They're talking. He says we're both alike. He goes, yeah. He says, do you go a lot by power? Yes, of course. Do you? He says, yeah. He says, I think we'll work well together, don't you? He says, yeah. What do you think? You want to work with me? And Frost says, absolutely. So there's obviously going to be some stuff going on between Frost and Frieza, which I did do a video on, and I was right. And also there was spoilers, even did not see that coming, which we already knew that was going to be coming. Frost meeting with Frieza, something like that Frieza was going to be the one to approach him with that. But obviously Frieza may double cross him, or Frost may. So we don't really know what may happen, but we may. And then we start seeing other fighters come, and next thing you know, they're seeing Universe 6 go across more, and you see Hit, and you see of course Cabba's going Master Vegeta, and he says, don't call me Master. And they're like, well, who's this? He says, this is Khalifa, female Saiyan. And Goku's like, oh, a girl Saiyan. He says, wow. And he says, nice to meet you. She just knocks him out, his hand out of the way. She says, this is not buddy. She says, we're here to fight. That's what it's here for. He says, wow, you're like me. And he looks behind her, and Kel's going, sis. And the next thing you know, he says, oh, who's this? And he's like, that's Kel. And he says, really? He says, I can't really tell. And then you see Vegeta just kind of looking, and next thing you know, right when they're about ready to continue talking, you see Master Roshi as well as Krillin and Tiana going, Master Roshi, you gonna be okay versus women? He says, don't worry, I've handled myself against other women. He says, I can handle it now. And they're just going like, wow, you've really improved. So right when they're continuing their conversation, Universe 11 arrives. Goku and Vegeta like, do you feel that power? Is like crazy. And then as soon as they all arrive, Universe 6 and Khalifa and all them, they're like, wow, their Universe 7 is really scared of those ones. She says, this is going to be easy. And Vegeta's like, you don't know what you're talking about. You can't feel that. And right when Goku goes, okay, I'm going to go say hi, and then Gohan's like, this is not a good idea. And he's like, Dad, hold up. So Goku's already on the way saying hello to Toppo. He says, hey, what's going on, y'all? And he's just like, really? He says, you want to go ahead and finish what we started last time? And you see Toppo going, we don't have time for pace. Well, he says, well, we're going to fight anyway, right? And he just sees, looks behind him, and he's about ready to talk to Jiren. And next thing you know, right when he's about ready to talk to Jiren appears behind him. He says, get lost. He goes, wow, how are you that fast? And then right when you see the blocks getting into place, you see the God's instruction going, okay, we need to hurry up. And then right when that happens, Goku and all of them get out the way, but Jiren just stands there, and he literally moves, I guess, that quick to where he already senses the blocks movements. So Jiren is already making a huge entrance for himself by barely doing anything, and he's just like acting like a badass. You can tell he's being the leader of the group between him and Toppo. And then you see Gohan telling Piccolo and everyone else that, okay, when they first start off, we need to stand together as a team. Vegeta's like, no, don't do that. He says, Vegeta, we need to do this as a team. So, and Frieza's like, well, I'm not going to take no orders from y'all. And the next thing you know, you start seeing the Grand Priest start telling everyone all the universes are arriving. They see a Yardrat, the ones that taught Goku instant transmission on one of the teams, and they start showing some teams do not have all 8 members, or some that all 10 members, or some have 8, there's some that have others. So that's how the episode goes. And right when the episode's about ready to end, the Zenos start saying that we're really excited, everyone, thank you for coming, and let's go ahead and get this going. So it's going to be an amazing next episode. I love this episode very much because we got to see more of the gods fight one another. We got to see more of the characters from all the other universes. Now, I do not know all the characters. They looked amazing from each universe. I hope they give a little bit of backstory to this. Jiren making a first entrance, it was absolutely incredible. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments below, as well as did you watch tonight's episode, did you hate it, did you love it? If you're not following me on Instagram or Twitter, go ahead and do so in the links down below, as well as leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Dragon Ball content. Let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode down below. I'll see you guys on the next one.